Alright guys, when I walked into Academy about 7 minutes ago, it was partly cloudy and pretty calm. And I just walked out, went in there to get some crappie baits. I just walked out and it is blowing now. Kind of feels like a front's moving in. It got really cloudy. Literally, it is really blowing. It's starting to rain now too. My gosh. But a lot's going on. I want to go catch some big crappie. The water temperature's dropping just a little bit in Texas, and with this front coming in, I think the crappie will be moving shallow. I've really noticed that the crappie are around kind of shallow structure, and they're just busting on tiny little shad, baby little bait fish. I think that's going to be the ticket. If that don't work, we can go with the old classic hula grub. But got my tiny little jig heads, little minnow shape, little shad shape plastics. It's going down. We're going to get on a lot of crappie or some big crappie. One of the two. If we don't get either a lot of crappie or big crappie, I'm not making a video. You won't be watching this. Thanks for watching. Let's start our 30-minute drive in terrible traffic to get to our ponds. Well, that drive sucked, but we made it to where we want to be. Sun came out a little bit, and you can see it's really cloudy over there, really sunny over here. It's a little early yet. If there's crappie in here now, there should really be crappie in here later on tonight. I'm just going to try it now, see if they're in here. If they're not, I'll come back later in the evening and get them then. Got him. Yes. They are down there. Oh, that's a good one too. Look at that. He just chomped on it. Especially if you saw that rod tip twitch in that video. Not a bad start. We got another drain here. Still pretty bright out. See if we can't pull something out of here. Gosh, dang it. We're gonna get him. He's right there. There he is. Yes. Nice. It's a good sign we're catching them this early in the day. We should be really stacked up here once it gets dark. Nice. Golly. Jeez. Tons of them down there. Another good one. All right, now the entire culvert's actually covered by shade. So let's see if any fish have moved up into it. We got our 1/32 ounce jig head with our fake little minnow on there. Working pretty good so far. Kastking Kodiak spinning reel. If you like fishing with 4 to 6 pound line, you really can't beat this reel. I've had it for like a month and I've probably caught 300 or 400 fish on it. Tons of bluegill, tons of crappie, bunch of 5-6 pound catfish, up to I got a 6 pound bass on it. Awesome reel. And same rod y'all have been seeing me use for a while now, this Kastking Combo medium light rod. Just perfect setup for bluegill and crappie in my opinion. Let's see if they're down there. Yes, they are. Nice. Still looking for a giant, but at least we're catching them. Ooh, nice. Yes. It's a little bit nicer one. Goodness, that's a nicer one. That's a much nicer one. Nice fish. Wow. Nice fish. Definitely a best one so far. Kind of skinny, but still in good shape. Golly, there he goes. Alright, so what I think is going on is that as it gets darker, all these little minnows and shad, bait fish, you can kind of, if you look closely, you can see them moving around. I know it's hard to see in the GoPro, but they're all moving around and they come up to this structure. The darker it gets, the more bait fish come up and the more crappie come to follow them and eat them. So that's kind of what I'm capitalizing on. Let's drop this down there. I bet you there's some crappie sitting at the bottom of this tunnel. Just like that. Sitting down there eating those shad. Another good one from down there. Dude was sitting right at the opening. Another solid one. Good. Oh, man. Too much fun. This strain is one of the ones that I hit before when it was sunny out, and right now when I'm looking at it, I'm seeing a lot of those shad and minnows around there. Sun's going down. There should be a bunch stacked around this one too. We're going to hit this one, and we're going to finish back at that other one we just left. Before, when I hit this one, I also just walked, oh, there he is. I just walked down and hit it, and hit it from that angle. And today, right now, I'm going to try and hit it from this angle because I can kind of hit both sides of it easier. I'm going to pull it past the front ledge, and I'm just going to jig it along this back edge. That was probably that one that we just saw come up and bust. Nice. nice fish. Alright guys, we're probably going to finish it out here just because of how much darker it's gotten and how much darker it's going to get. I switched to the black and chartreuse grub. Seeing a lot of activity around this one. So let's get in there and figure out what's going on. There we go. That's a giant. That is a giant. Nice. Heck yes. Come on. That's the one we've been after all day. Man. Score. That's the one we've been looking for. I mean, it ain't huge, but it's the best one yet. You know, I've been thinking these ponds, these crappie act like they've been put in here within the past maybe 2 years. They haven't caught any like 16 inches yet. This is one of the bigger ones I've caught. But that's a gorgeous fish. This fish another year with all the shad and bait fish in here, and this could be a 16 incher, no problem. All right, let's get this dude back and get another one. All right, I said I was done. I wasn't. I gotta hit this one again. No, he's sitting right on the end. Look at all that bait. Look at all that bait. Come on. That's all it takes. What is this? What is this? Jeez. Nice bass. Didn't even know they were in here. It's a good one to end on, eh? Dadgum. Stay on there, gorgeous. Come on. Take it easy. Come here. Don't go near those pipes. Wow, that's a lot bigger than I thought it was. That's a serious bass. That's a real serious bass. Stay on. Stay on. Talking an easy 5, maybe a 6. It's a really long fish. Alright, maybe not that. I don't know. I can't tell how big she is. Get in my hand. Wow. That is a brute. That is a monster. Wow, I can't believe that just happened. Look at that tiny jig right in her mouth. Golly. What a good way to end the night. That's how easy it is. It's gone. It's out. Jeez. I don't know how well y'all can see it in the dark. But that was awesome. That's a great way to end the night. That's a really healthy 21.5-inch bass, probably. Man, that was awesome. Can't believe that happened. What a beautiful fish. Great way to end the night. Whew, she's ready. Alright, that was quite the night of fishing. That was awesome and also very educational. It seems that with those cooler temps, those crappie have definitely started to move shallow. They were pretty aggressive. They were up really tight to that cover. You could have done that in the middle of the day and not even had a bite, in my opinion. I think it has a lot to do with as it gets darker, those bait fish move up and they're eating that moss on that structure, and they're more comfortable around that structure, and those crappie follow them right up. You know, the reason they're there is to feed, and they're eating those little tiny shad. You know, I hope y'all could see the disturbance in the water of those little bait fish. Whenever I'd walk up to a culvert or a drain or whatever structure there'd be all those bait fish moving around all over, and then every now and then you see a crappie come up and grab one. You cast that crappie, you catch it. And that bait I was using was just that perfect size of that minnow imitation. Then when it got darker, switched to the black and chartreuse, and that worked great as well. That bass at the end, just an awesome bonus. That was an awesome fish. Fought really hard. One of the biggest fish I've caught on that casting setup, which is cool. But I hope y'all learned something. You know, I'm in South Texas and the crappie are already biting. So anywhere north of me, that water temp starts dropping, those crappie are going to be moving up and y'all can catch them. I hope y'all learned something. I really appreciate y'all watching. If you made it this far, it means the world to me. Thank you very much. Please leave a like, a comment, and if you aren't already, please subscribe. Thank you very much.